rounds, it's definitely going to be more of an irritation. Now, EDG have held on to a lot of utility as they now look to set back into this retake.
Yeah, a lot of stuff still to work with. That nade already going out to clear an angle. It's allowed them to focus towards the site. But Munyet does well to still grab one to Paranoia a little deep. EDG already bypassed it, now catching multiple kills on nobody. It's left all down to Devi, emerging from the smoke. He's only good for one. That pistol round win from EDG, but they might not have much of a chance. If they expect this one, I will be flabbergasted. A free kill for sure, maybe even a second now. They know his tricks. It's time to fade down.
Oh, they're going to have to look for that every single round. In the meantime, though, the rest of the team has started to get a bit more aggressive. Devi up close already doubles up their advantage, not allowing this retake to even really begin. Leaving just a couple remaining, and, well, the potential of flawless might be gone, but it is damn clean from the side.
I haven't seen anyone, and in fact, Thrash is coming in on the exact other side of the map. As we can see, oh, I like this idea to try and punish. Actually caught one tag onto something, but that's all they're going to get for it. With the res in, they might want to get aggressive, but Munyet being up close, he couldn't decide on his weapon. He'll only get the one, but at least he got the one.
Yeah, they've still kept it even, at least. It's not the worst scenario. It looked like it could have gone a lot worse than already. Mindfreak has been able to find another. Kankan looking to try and wrap back in, but the timing couldn't be any worse. And now Smoggy is all that remains. 1 versus 2.
Able to get away with a little lead now.
Saved for Paper X, but probably not something they'll...
Wow. The best part is he was already on the wrong side of the trap, didn't go deep enough. Devi, good for one, that's it though, shut down, and this round has crumbled pretty quickly if you're Paper X. I mean, they might have shut down a showstopper in the last round, but, well, it looks like Kankan will be dropped again. Something tagged, low HP on Mindfreak, and they know where both of these players are. EDG have all the info to play with. It seems to be a formality at this point, unless something has...
Can make this one at least a little bit costly. He's looking for the fight. He knows that planting at this stage, allowing them to retake together, won't quite work out. And while Smoggy is patient as he hunts down something in the end.
Unchecked. Remember, also a Viper's Pit for post-plant, and this op is still lurking around. There's a lot of red flags flying for EDG.
He might find the space, though. They don't even realize he's here because he was already past the angle initially. Chichu at least finds a slight gap following it, but the shots might have just given his position away. The operator going to hold the gap in a wall. You'd expect something to hit this shot all day long, and he won't miss. 3 kills already to his name. Little bro going to be sent out just to try and claim some extra space, but for now, still a lot that EDG need to do and not a lot of time to play with. Kankan, the last man standing, and he will meet the same fate as the rest.
Well, I expected something to do a big factor for them. If they can open up some of these sight lines, have to get past the Viper wall, the util down from Omen, and they're actually passing it on the Paper X side, running it down, taking fight after fight with nothing but success. And we talked about this operator. Well, it's now just about making it around into spawn, but they're hot on his heels. He wants to take some shots, but none of them are landing. 5 HP and a classic to close it out.
Rotations, the retakes over the last few rounds just haven't been working. They need to try and get some of those early fights in, and they'll win one. Kankan's removed Mindfreak. He has been the biggest thorn in their side thus far.
I like this position from Smoggy. Good shots last round. The nade is down, but they're a little disjointed. The 1v1 taken against Haodong doesn't go well. For EDG, no smokes left to play with. No, from the shadows. Oh, and Mindfreak's right back into the fight. The shot doesn't land either.
Oh,
and Kankan sprays and finds bullets coming back at him from Mindfreak, who was dropped moments earlier. This is a disaster for EDG. They're losing players, but nobody. He doesn't want to lose this round. Holding strong in the flank from Smoggy's good. It's only Munyet left. He's made it to A. He'll find a plant, but he doesn't know where these last 2 players are.
Forsaken, unfortunately. Through, TP'd now to get into a much stronger after plant. Munyet, though, getting tagged further and further. They need to get someone on this, and he's just buying that time ever further. I think this one's going to be desperately close. In fact, I don't think he might have this at all. I think it's going to go off. It's going to be the clutch again, and they just can't find themselves around. In that corner, decent chance to get overwhelmed. Someone can get on the defuse. Instead, he just looks to take those fights, and, well, nobody again. This time, Mindfreak is waiting. These battles have not been going their way, and something roaming with that operator. Ready to clear. And while the Paranoia will catch him, but no chance for a trade.
Knife out and run. Now, Kankan's gone through mid. There is a lurk waiting around here, but it's waiting for the B main aggression, not for the mid push. They weren't expecting this. The timing a little off, and the shots didn't land initially.
The initial fight needed to be cleaner, completely left out on his own. He's had a couple of amazing moments so far, but this would have to be the best of them. The Munyet, no respect, straight through, leaves it all up to one, and it is dominant. A 9-3 half.
Which they did so often. This time PaperX are leaving A open, looking more so to fight into middle, and that's exactly where they're going to find that scrap already. Good stuff as the heal comes through. That initial fight almost negated if Forsaken hadn't fallen, and if Haodong didn't find the kill on something. Now the numbers are thin.
Are available as well for Munyet. That could cause real issues.
It slowed them down, but they found Mindfreak. And they know that Munyet's around here. They've got to deal with him. They want to get this fight planted, and Munyet with a beautiful shot, and now a crossfire angle. Devi easily closes that out.
There's no one hit, and they can get over the top of it.
That's what I was wondering. Like, it seems like that left side's jumpable, but they still hear the sound cue with how close they were. Now Forsaken hasn't quite managed to get the damage done on the Outlaw, and the flank through by Cheatshu's being watched. He's beautifully positioned, but the jumping judge wasn't quite anticipated. Players on 45 HP, nice and uniform, but it's about, I was gonna say it's about to become one player, never mind. Devi perfectly dodged that, but not the second time.
Yeah, and for something, it's whether or not he really wants to go for anything here. Financially, the team could afford it. He's already gonna take the head off of Smoggy and just look to try and fall back. Someone almost needs to be left behind to try and catch someone on the rotation, because if you allow PaperX to retake, I don't like those odds, and well, nobody is at least going to be able to find one before trying to back away.
Oh no! Oh, wow! So this is a big change, because, you know, hits towards PaperX, and there's two players on the B site still, with a lurk from nobody, active in mid. This has to be huge from Devi, and he won't get anything. These last two players even splitting up. Oh, this could be dangerous. They don't check the close right corner, which, I mean, you wouldn't really think to check this late on in the game. Well, the punishment is dished out firmly. Nobody really trying to stop this squad. I guess send them back to A, or at least make it so that they have to blitz in, and with the showstopper, that's not really a problem for them. Risky. Okay, it's ended up fired at a corpse, and a nade out. Con doesn't stand a chance. Now Devi can do some serious work. A res online. We mentioned that earlier. They'll try to retake the body on the side of EDG, pushing forward and taking every single kill. And with something only now making it to the B side.
For the other side, and now I'm just looking at Haodong. A might be about to clear this gun for free, but he's got spidey senses. I don't know why he turned around, but it doesn't matter.
For him. It doesn't look like there'll be any punish. Did see the players move up towards mid, though, so the rotate's already underway from Devi, and Forsaken is locking it down. Double flash through, Paranoia's good, and Munyet's able to follow up now, positioned a little closer as Devi gets there. He's not even needed. Cheatshu, the last man alive, and he's got a 1 versus 5 straight into the off. First time something's really
take that risk, but it has pulled a player further forward. The problem, though, is that this B main stack up is still here.
Yeah, the second player's not expected. Of course, it's Mindfreak. Although the poisons might be off, he's still got his rifle ready to fight. And Con with another death on the board. He's struggled in this series, but Mindfreak most certainly has it. And with Forsaken dropping nobody, it's looking like this might be Map 2 already on the minds of EDG. Cheatshu with another clutch that he won't win, and Mindfreak on the triple. That is the first map for PaperX, and a very promising start. They don't know that EDG have 2 players still stacked up there, but it looks like they want to take some control of their own, pushing through the spawn smoke in towards Elbow. Players caught them, though. The rear rotate through the spawn has led to a very awkward position. These defenders are scattered, but they can crunch.
It's left it. Still back down to a 3v3. Already another kill coming through. PaperX, that W key hasn't been let go of for the majority of this round, and now with an advantage, Devi still left behind. I don't even think they know that he's here, and with the smoke fading, it's an impossible crossfire to come back from. Chaos.
It's going to be used to try and give them an advantage, but it pushes the bookie forward into their arms, and that's not where you want this to be. Up close and personal. Munyet has a bit of a timing to worry about. These players on the other side, I mean, if one of them sees him, he's in a lot of trouble, but he's made it out. Something's grabbed another from far away, and it's as easy as could be. Already tagging up Con with a classic. Wow, that's perfect, like a scene out of Ocean's 12.
The smoke is Haodong. Managed to get one. The Boombot's done a significant amount of damage, but he's still in the corner. They haven't spotted him. Still just surviving now. Cheatshu's found another as well. I don't know how these rounds are going down in the fashion they are. Howdong still alive! How has no one cleared this man? He's been in the same position! And they've done it flawlessly! Anybody available to capitalize off the back of it, and they're using that cove again just to take initial space. They're not stopping though, running straight in onto Smoggy. I think that was Munyet battling for the sport.
It was. He was going all the way through. He's being caught, but Mindfreak catching nobody. This is a big kill. They've got an extra angle to fight from that someone has to deal with, and Howdong, this man's an enigma. Nobody's ever looking at him when he swings an angle. I don't get it. But at least it's down to Chichu. Low HP on Mindfreak and Forsaken, but the post plant is the real danger. They can run that clock down, peeking one at a time.
That's the thing, there are no easy games. Here goes Munyet again! It's a martyrdom!
Headshot!
By the showstopper! He's taken down nobody and himself. In the look at where something is though. He's just walked out onto the site. He's just got no fear. Even gonna get himself healed back up. Kankan must be surprised, and finally Smoggy will put him down with the trade immediate. An advantage once again garnered for PaperX. Timing, but actually timing could go either way. It's all gonna be on to whether or not Mindfreak is looking in the right direction, and they both win their battles. It's now left on to just Devi, but one player is very low, and he's already gonna clear him.
Oh, Devi's gone out ahead of it as well. That's expected, and Howdong lands the shot. This
players waiting here, even ready to invest the orbital strike if they need it. They want to try and make this one clean. It has been a lot of close rounds. Even still, though, something gets the opener, but is there anything more to be had? It's not looking too likely. I don't know how he's still alive here, finally. The dancing something will go down, and Kankan.
There's always this utility there from Howdong.
Still going. They are all the way outside of Showers, and that'll be Mindfreak down. A big loss in the early round. Howdong fighting within the cages, within the reckoning, and he'll lose his life for it. Maybe a little bit of an overextension, but with one controller down and Forsaken's utility already expended, this doesn't leave them with much. In fact, they're going to go pushing. Something trying to do everything on his own, and now with them pretty much boxed in, it's the doubt as well. Like, he's not necessarily moving too quickly. It's just the doubt in his opponent's mind. They have to face the other direction as well. Damage done by Devi, but not quite enough. Forsaken needs to pull off an absolute miracle on low HP, and it's not going to be happening this time out.
This is again going to be somewhere they hope to
like
just blitz. The wall up to block out the dart is beautiful, but they still have to swing in to Smoggy, and that's where the real trouble begins.
Yeah. Okay. You can't give something anything! And the bait across as well from Munyet is gorgeous. Finally, they managed to deal with him. Something down.
One in play, but now the second comes down, and it's buying space for Munyet to close the distance. Stinger in hand. This is a perfect fight for him to take, but he goes into the smoke at the wrong moment. Two players ready and waiting. Molly through. That'll buy down before EDG can amp back up to fight through. They're inside the cage. The flash is good, and the kills are even better. Absolutely gorgeous. Another late round. They've claimed an orb and an orbital strike on the back of it. Chichu will have that to work with if they end up in a post plant, but hold on to fight. They're rushing it down, trying to take these duels. In fact, it's Chichu who has the ult that's now left on 30 HP. Panic plays it just to buy a little bit more time so they can fight on the side, and it works with Kankan hitting a shot and Chichu doing the same. Still be in position, and he might just get the jump with a second player behind him as well. They're going to emerge from the smoke. Chichu, the sacrificial lamb, and the trade through the smoke, and he almost doubles up on it. Kankan is shut down though, and we're into a 2v2.
He's managed to dodge it. He's always been a snake in the grass. He gets the timing perfectly online. The tags on both sides. It goes for the repeat to give Smoggy the kill. From a 4-1 down deficit.
Towards A, steps are made, but the flank is underway. Trap is watching it. That's something for them to work on. And the trap is destroyed. Here comes a quick triple blitz on the back as the players desperately hold on to control over the site. Reinforcements are on their way and just now arriving, but a quick switch from EDG sends them towards the defender spawn. And Forsaken somehow stands strong inside of Lambs. Not being caught. So they'll look for the B site control, and that's when they walk straight into Munyet. He's crept down behind the box and pops up for a nasty surprise.
Yeah, doesn't even need to switch out the weapon, really. Will eventually do it and be able to escape as well, but Forsaken has been lost. Munyet's done well. There isn't really a reaction either. There has been a push through. I'm just looking at the position that's been taken from Howdong. He's completely in behind. They've left a gap, and that gap has been exploited. Side Howdong taking as much space as possible, but this battle between Mindfreak and Chichu is going to be everything. And again, Chichu just getting in behind his opponent.
On this map, he has just been spectacular. In Spectre form almost. Never are these players able to actually take the fight on the open, take the duel against him. He's always slipping behind.
Through it, but they're slowly being revealed every single time they try and make their way through. Finally, the Reckoning will fade, but Mindfreak now in position. A cove for Forsaken to try and almost fight within, and they are falling like flies. Forsaken winning every battle, leaving just Chichu remaining. 8 seconds and 5 members of the other team still to find. There is no shot that he gets anything from this one, and finally, well, Munyet will fall, but Divide immediate on the reaction. Unable to really capitalize on it.
Howdong again! How does he keep doing this? It's unfathomable. This is a classic lure. I've seen Nats do that, but he had an orb and a wall. Oh, come on! Forsaken. He's held this position with a frenzy, but that was against pistols.
They know where
he is completely surrounded. Nice spray. It was Divide to finish it off, but Howdong has a 3rd kill. He started this with a goddamn classic.
One enemy remaining.
Wow. And there's only one man left. It's going to be Howdong. It is going to be another MasterCard.
Is the best thing that they can hope to rely on.
It's not surprising at this point, though. They haven't had much more in terms of depth. Mindfreak's going to get one, but that's all she wrote. Look how ready EDG were. Get his team ready, and then everybody, the firing squad, just watching. A very easy round for EDG, and sure, something's still standing. He's gone as well. Smoggy HP players.
Well, GB wanted to see Paper X on this defense come out with aggression, just punch him in the mouth, but they've ended out more like Aldo. 5 chances now for EDG. There's still a showstopper on Munyet once this ult fades. I like the spams, I like the attempt, but nothing's been found.
Oh, they've got Nightfall as well, but Smoggy's managed to dodge it, needs to hit the shot and won't be able to. In fact, Kong goes down instead. An advantage at this stage for Paper X, but they still have to get back into the site. Chichu sprinting around, hasn't been isolated yet. It's left down to just one man, but that one man is Howdong. Opponent's Util even has the cam, and it's just about going to reveal. Knows that they're no longer on this diffuser, but desperately needs a kill, and he isn't going to be able to find it. That diffuser will come through.
To win whenever they eco, but it might be hard to even push them there. For Paper X, same old buy. And the big gun in play. Forsaken with the opening.
Smoggy down, the flank coming in, but both battles have gone the way of EDG. Mindfreak needs a little more, but it's only going to be the one.
That's deterred Howdong from actually taking the peak. It's allowed for that cam to be completely negated. The swing is good for something, and he spotted both players. A 1v2, 4 bullets now. And it's not looking good. This could be EDG pushing it across the line. Another dismiss into a heal, reload, and something's got a chance. No Lear to work with. The defuse being stuck to half, but the swing is perfect. And Con to close the map. 13-9. Map 3 is coming up next. My eye is Forsaken. He's got himself a TP moving right up close where he's already looking to get in towards screens, and well, some trouble's brewing. He's got the first, but the site control stays to EDG. They've got the spike, and Con, he's only good for 2, but it might be enough. The advantage is theirs, and a pick needs to be found soon from the side of Paper X. And then some.
Here we go. Just hoping to try and find an isolated duel, and it isn't going to be happening. EDG, they're off the mark and coming on the flank. This is a round where as well, EDG, they can afford to take some risks with the weaponry that they've got. Munyet, though, this might be a nasty surprise, but never mind. Chichu's found him, and I don't think they're going to expect nobody in the corner. No, it's half-jacked as well. This is doing great for EDG.
It really was, and it's back to going great. Nobody with 3 kills. And now it's just one standing, 10 bullets, and it's only 1 needed for Smoggy.
He's just trying to play with his opponents here.
Well, pressure's on EDG on the way back through, and it's off EDG just that quickly. Con, I don't know where this guy was the last 2 maps, but he certainly turned up today. 3 kills already, and well, it doesn't look too good for PaperX. You might think this is an E-goal, but it's not. The weaker weapon on Forsaken, good for 2. Maybe more to be found, but nobody low. He's 90 HP, finding another 3 health. And all 5 for Forsaken. An ace to put in the first round on the board. And as we come into round number 5, EDG still lead by 2, still have a decent amount of money. There's some weaknesses there, but nobody is showing up. That's something down right away. One of the duelists dealt with. Con, you can see he's feeling confident.
Yeah, they're right back on the horse. It doesn't look like they've bealed by the Seekers as well. Looking for some more shenanigans, and in the 2v4, they're gonna pop the Viper's Pit. They need Forsaken to do something, and now Devi, well, but he needs to do it all.
At least he's got the pit to work with, but back-to-back, these kind of clutches surely can't be happening. Too many players, too many guns.
Judge again as well.
It's, well, now it's dangerous. It's only going to be used to clear the site, get the spike plant. Good timing. Chichu in trouble now. The showstoppers found him. But it's only trading out the kill from Smoggy. He's had some impressive rounds of his own. A good shot, but it's traded again from the grave. Con takes down Mindfreak. Low HP on Munyet, nade still to work with, and Forsaken in a nasty spot, ready to play with that judge from down below, but he's worried now because the A site being lost. They're going to swing in, and he's only got a classic closing the distance on the back of the smoke. He's evaded their detection, and he's up close with a judge. Forsaken buying them time and space, but now he's dropped, and the low HP Munyet is last alive. Nade buys time, runs that clock down lower, and nobody has nowhere near enough time to get the defuse in.
After he slowed them down, they've decided to go back.
Look at that damage. Munyet's down to 50 on just the straight spam through those smokes. Mindfreak already dropped. That's a lot lost in terms of sight coverage, blocking off angles, paranoia out of the game. And for PaperX, with Munyet low, Devi, he's got a chance to do something. And it's actually something to find that onto Chichu, but when he's dropped, it's Devi alone on the other side of the map. Maybe.
No, it would take equally the amount of hero power, and they're already just watching. They're ready and waiting. Not going to let that happen twice. It's going to something taking the space. A hero rifle now in his hand. And this time they are playing slightly more aggressively. They're giving opportunities. That might be a mistake.
Devi's flanked this time. Not going to.
Oh no!
No, I wish I didn't see that. Well, it wasn't as late as before, but it was just as successful. At least the trade is found. Need the information. More likely, it's just about winning those duels. Both players very isolated and spotted. They know where these EDG players are, and on the side of PaperX, that's going to let them group up. A brave play from something that didn't quite work out, but he's got plenty of teammates there to catch the ball when it's fumbled. Smoggy is going to be feeling lonely for a while. Con a little too far away. Smoggy's going to have to hold this all by himself, and he peeks in just at the right time to grab 2. They're back in contention, and now Con's here. No room for PaperX on the site with Munyet on 70 and the spike in the open. This is going to be a very difficult clutch, and he's found the first.
Just standing with rocket in hand, not quite knowing where his opponent's currently coming from. It is a TP into the side, and Haldung eventually gets the job done. But a showstopper straight at his feet. The rest of the team looking to go in. That's a flash of blind, completely left in the dark here is Haldung. Now looks to come alive. He's had a quiet start, but the close to the half might be exactly what they need. Mindfreak has made some space, but, well, he's going to need quite a bit more from this one. Another 1v5 needed, and it isn't going to happen twice. 8-4. That was through the smoke. That is not the start PRX were looking for.
Nice fake by Forsaken as well. He put his TP down, faked it out, and nobody's gone looking for him. Well, much to his surprise, the player was still there. Oh no! The martyrdom comes into effect in EDG now. Stam with a very good chance. Low HP on a few players though, on both of them. In fact, and Mindfreak capitalizes. The first is his, and 20 HP left on Smoggy. A big play with the frenzy is not gonna happen. PaperX have found the pistol, and
something in a very audacious position. I imagine that was with the dash online. Forsaken is now in a good spot, but he's lost his life as well. This man just isn't missing at the moment. The main character of this matchup, and over, even with the heals to support him here, Devi under pressure, and he's going to go down to the same man as well. It's somewhat surprising, but it looks like they might actually get this spot on.
He comes in, Chichu's under pressure. You might think But you would think wrong. That, I'd love to see Coach Alex's cand as that one comes in. Weapons picked up, they hear them backing off, the paranoia is there. And the flash out from Forsaken, he's not going to give it up. This is the right play. He wants to pull the advantage back into their hands. With the spike down, he sticks around after turning. Another huge round. He might not be alone, but he doesn't need backup. Not when he's playing like this. Mindfreak closes the round, and well, it was very close to being
in that walk up, but this time there are players there. Even the TP available onto site for Forsaken if he needs to go back and support. Instead, it's this fight, and again, something has been having a rough time.
Lots of players from EDG ready to run into A site. That's going to be the Rolling Thunder that's point of contact close. Already is Forsaken, and he's caught one, but he won't get out of there. The spray's too good. Quick rotate by Mindfreak, straight into a stun. He's kept back for a moment, and that wall is buying space and time, but as they cross it, they're lower. Easier to take down, and Mindfreak catches all three. Side is now definitely the target. The info is there, but Devi is so desperately low, he won't be able to hold on. And as they rush into the site, Con realizes he might have the timing, but Forsaken realized that too.
As well, nobody won't be able to help himself, but he can help everybody else. Utility-wise, not a whole lot to play with, and that's not the start they were looking for. Every member falling. Forsaken again is going to have to ace it for them to take this round, and Aldong is ready and waiting as he looks to wrap back around.
Now, he's been 10 out of 10 all damn day long. This map thriving. The challenge is about to come through. The flash has caught him, but he's turned, and it's nice. 2 quick kills, a decoy in, and a TP out. The advantage is extended even further as Paper X look to put another round on the board. Buy a little more time. Forsaken, another 3K, another big play from this man, and he's waiting for his teammates to round the corner before he takes that fight. 3 more chances. Flash is just used as he falls further back, and now here comes the big ol' rocket. Forsaken's dodged it nicely. Spray good for something. The Rolling Thunder going up towards heaven. It's not caught the players, and the site is under threat. Something maneuvers around and jumps into Con. Eventually he'll fall with Forsaken on another, and low HP on Smoggy. The spike on the A site, and a very tough one for them to retrieve. They don't know where that second player is, but they found him. It's all on Forsaken. 2 kills, but the spike is at his feet. He knows these players have to push him. The utility 2 flashes will now no longer, and it's a few bullets in the difference, but that's enough. EDG, 4th time is the charm as they finally bested Paper X.